I'm Matt Hill, and this is a quick video to just cover 5 of the most frequently asked questions that I get when I meet people and start talking about them about being their financial advisor. So this, even though I'm an attorney and a financial advisor, this is neither legal nor financial advice, of course. This is just a quick FAQ answering the questions that I get asked most often. So without further ado, we'll jump in. First question I normally get is, what are your designations and qualifications, Matt? I've seen your email or I've seen your business card. You have a lot. What are they and what do they mean? Well, first, I'm an attorney, which means that if you want to talk to me about estate planning, trust, or you have other legal questions, I can talk through the options with you and help make sure that you get into the hands of the right person, the right attorney, and help you help yourself by asking the right questions. So I can work with you to make sure that you are asking the right questions to that attorney and that you don't end up having to pay more for them than you need to. My MBA, it's a Master's in Business Administration. That means that I've had master's level classes in finance, accounting, a few other things. So if you have questions about analyzing a mortgage, car, vacation house, a boat, or about anything else, just give me a call. Wealth Management Certified Professional means that I have a little bit deeper training in building wealth and the strategies surrounding growing and managing wealth. Then Retirement Income Certified Professional means I have training on retirement income and the strategies for having money in retirement and how to maximize your retirement. Accredited Investment Fiduciary, well, that one's if you're looking for a fiduciary, I'm accredited. Also, just kind of as a fun fact, I actually helped write the test for that designation. So if you're looking for a fiduciary and you find somebody that's an accredited fiduciary, well, the odds are I actually wrote part of the test that they had to take to become accredited. Lastly, I'm a professional plan consultant. And in this case, plan means retirement plan. So if you're wanting to talk about retirement plans, I'm here for you. Second thing I normally get is, Matt, what's your definition of a financial planner? Talk to a lot of people, or I've seen a lot of things online, and I don't know exactly what it means, and I know that some people mean some things, some people mean others. What do you mean, Matt? What is your definition of a financial planner? Well, when some folks say that they're a planner, they mean that they only help you with your investments, or some might mean that they offer insurance products like annuities or something like that. I use a bit broader definition. So not only am I licensed to do investments and insurance products like annuities, but I actually offer more service. So considering the qualifications that we just went over, I'm comfortable helping you plan your estate. Sitting with you and a trust attorney to plan your will or your trust, your powers of attorney, etc. I can plan your investments and we can sit down and do the math on that and look at the tax implications of certain things, though I don't give tax advice. But I'm also just on call for you. So even on nights and weekends, if you have a question, if something pops up, you get something in your mind that you want to talk about, that you're worried about, give me a call. I will help answer any question that pops into your head. So my goal as a financial planner is to help you feel more comfortable with your plan and what your plan is to get you to retirement and through retirement. That's both the Wealth Management Certified Professional and the Retirement Income Certified Professional. I want to help you feel comfortable that you know what you're doing and that you're going to get where you want to go. So, if something pops up that you have a question about, do not hesitate. Even if it's on a Saturday night, that's what I'm here for. Third thing, Matt, why did you become a financial planner? I get that one. You have a law degree. Why didn't you just stick with the law? Well, kind of long story, but starts in law school. I knew I wanted to help people. And becoming a lawyer is a great way to do that. But I also had this kind of desire. I've always had this love in my heart for finance. So I went ahead and got my MBA at the same time as I became an attorney in law school. When I got out of school, I became an employment attorney, helping people that had been discriminated against and people with disabilities. And that really allowed me to help people in a meaningful way. And it was a fantastic few years that I did that. However, you can't help all that many people at any one given time that way. So I always had that pull in my heart towards finance and money, and I knew that I kind of wanted to help more people. So I moved to a company that builds retirement plans, and I help people plan and achieve their goals for retirement, which got me to the finance side, while still allowing me to help more people than I was able to help before. Then I realized that if I became an actual financial advisor, I could expand the scope of what I did outside of just retirement plans, and it would allow me to help even more people and really meld the skills that I had learned through law school and through MBA school, through all these other designations. I could bring those all to bear for even more people and help you get the most out of all the education that I went through and all the training that I did. Fourth thing I get is, Matt, how often will you actually speak with me? Are you only going to let me speak with somebody else on the team, maybe some junior person or some junior planner, or do I actually get to speak with you? Well, how often we speak actually depends on what you would like. So I will always be open to speak to you. If you give me a call, I will answer. But, how often you want to talk is actually going to be up to you. If you want to talk all the time, that's fine. If you don't want to talk very often, that's okay too. But at the beginning, it'll take a few conversations so that we can really get to know each other and make sure that we get off on the right foot. And with that, we can best figure out how we're going to be able to work well together and how to, create all of your investments and your plan for your future around your goals and desires and what we can do with what you have to get you where you want to go. Once things get in place and you feel comfortable, then the pace can change. So if I don't hear from you, if you feel like you've got everything under control, everything's going well, you like the plan, everything's looking fantastic, that's no problem. I'm going to call you every few months just to catch up, check in, make sure you know how things are going, and see if you have any questions. But if you have any questions in the meantime, don't hesitate, just call. I'm here all the time. If I'm asleep, I won't answer, but if I'm awake, you've got me. There are some of my clients that, they don't call me very often. They're happy with how things are going. They like that they've got everything in place, and they don't necessarily need to talk about it. So every few months, we just check in. They're good to go on their merry way. Some clients do like to call a lot because they like to talk about the markets. They like to talk about investments. They like to talk about what's going on in the world and how that can affect the economy. And so they call almost once a week, and that's fine too. I like this stuff. I love this stuff. That's why I kind of pivoted to make sure that I could do it as a job. So if you like it too, that's no problem at all. Give me a call. At the end of the day, what it comes down to is I work for you and I am always on call. So if you want to talk, I'm here. Lastly, people ask, Matt, how do you get paid? Fee-based, commission. I've heard all these things, seen all these things. How is it that you operate? Well, I do both fee-based and commission, and we'll cover that, but we'll jump in on fee-based first. So fee-based means that I take a flat percentage of the assets that I manage. All services included for the flat fee. Some folks will tell you that that's the best way to work with an advisor because it can cut down on conflicts, and I typically agree with that analysis. It's my preferred way to work with you, and if you want that to be the only way that we work together, I'd be more than happy to agree. I've come across folks that have talked to other people, and they say, Matt, I've been convinced that the only way I want to work with somebody is fee-based. Fee-based only. That's all I want. And if that's what you want, no problem at all. We can do that. However, I stay licensed to do commissions work, and I'll tell you why. Commissions, or brokerage, it's kind of an older way of doing things where the person that's selling you something gets a percentage of what they sell you. They get a commission every time you buy something. Now, some people refuse to do that type of business because it can lead to conflicts of interest because it incentivizes the person you sell that is selling you something to sell you something. It kind of incentivizes them to call you all the time and try to sell you more stuff. And I agree that that's kind of a conflict. However, there are a couple times when it's actually cheaper to do commission business. So for instance, if you want to buy and hold an investment, let's say you have an individual bond like a municipal bond, or you have some shares of Coca-Cola, Southern Company, something like that that you want to hold for a long time, maybe get the dividends off of it, and you don't want to sell it. It can actually be cheaper, lower cost to do that in a brokerage capacity. So commissions is not typically the first thing that I recommend. I prefer fee-based, but if it looks like doing commissions could save you some money, then that's what I'll recommend. So the advisors that refuse to do that type of business may actually end up causing you higher fees. They eliminate a potential conflict, but they actually end up causing you to pay more. So long story short, in other words, I leave your options open so that we can work together to find the best solutions that will work for you. We have more options on the table to choose from, so we can find what will work for you. Lastly, I am an attorney, so I'll give a legal disclosure. Neither I nor my company are offering tax or legal advice. We can talk about your taxes, we can talk about legal issues, but I don't give tax advice. I'm not a CPA, and I won't act as your attorney. What I will do is get you in front of the right attorneys, make sure that you have an opportunity to meet multiple attorneys for any of your legal needs, and I will help you talk with them, interview them, so that you can feel confident in picking the right one to handle your legal needs. With that, I look forward to speaking with you.